Good evening, you lovely hammers. It's been quite a roller coaster of a few days. It really has. But this evening's show, inspired by Gowie from Romford, who somehow is still positive. And you know what? This time, I didn't shut him down. I didn't argue with him. I just listened. And I'm telling you now, the guy lifted my spirits and he made me realise something. We've got nothing left to lose. We're not good at being the hunted, we've proved it, but we're good at being the hunters. And you know something? The stars have aligned perfectly for the greatest of all great escapes. I know it's unlikely, but this is football. It can happen. It can happen. We can beat Arsenal. We can do it. We've done it before. In 2 of the last 3 years at their place. They're coming to ours. They're going to have all their fans in our end. And do you know something? Wouldn't it just be fucking beautiful? Wouldn't it be fucking beautiful to do it? So, what I'm going to ask you to do this evening is just shelve what you think is going to happen and dream with me, people. Dream! Right? Because it could happen. It could. And the fact of the matter is, if we don't want our team to give up, then we can't fucking give up. And there is nothing more dangerous than 11 men that have got nothing left to lose. And that's what Arsenal are going to be fucking facing this weekend. I should have played against all odds. Right, anyway. See you later, Phil. How do I get rid of that then? Smooth. So like I was saying, just come with me on a bit of a journey this evening, and this is going to be about us pondering not what you think is going to happen, not what is likely to happen. We all know. I know. Think about what it would feel like if we swung it round now. 3 games, 9 points. We're only 1 point behind. If we win, that puts Arsenal back in the bottom 3. And then they play Leeds. And Leeds do 0-1 because, as I understand it from all the comments in the chat, Leeds fans have got a serious problem with Tottenham because apparently they were instrumental in their relegation. I think it was the last time out. They might have actually sunk them. So, yeah. They can play a massive part in this. They can. So I do think it's time to believe. We've got 3 days, not 3 days, we've got 3 games left in the Premier League. Hopefully we can push it to the very last day. If we win against Arsenal, one thing is certain, we're pushing it to the last day. We absolutely are. So we've got 3 games left. Let's fucking hang on to any hope that we've got while we still can, and then we'll deal with the fallout once it's all done. But you know what? It feels good to not feel like what I did yesterday. I almost died on stream. I did. I don't want to feel like that anymore this week. We've got a week, more or less, between now and that Arsenal game. Forget what you know, what is likely to happen. Just think about what could happen. Think about us pissing all over their chips. Think about the terror that Tottenham will feel, because they're going to feel like that we're dead and buried now. That momentum has swung, that we've gone. But last week it was the other way round. Football is a funny old game. It can change. So look, I'm gonna give Gary a call, and there's a few other people that have got calls lined up as well. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay. Right. Let's get you on. Is it going to do the usual? Yep. Hello, Gary. I've got to phone you back because for some reason it plays music, but not the phone at the minute. I'll call you back. Right, give us a minute, people. I did test this before I came live as well. Right, let's have a look at that. 1 minute. Nothing connected. It is absolutely boiling up here. Here we go. Right. I'll do my usual test. Once this is paired, it's all done. You ain't got to go through watching me struggle again. Hang on. Hopefully
Welcome to EE.
Here we go. Right, that's done. Fucking weird thing this is. Right. That's what I want to see, people. I believe we will beat Arsenal. Stop worrying. Thing is, there's no point worrying there, is it? Right, Gary, do you know what? I've stolen a little bit of your thunder. I have, because you've inspired me this evening. You probably haven't seen the start to the video, have you?
No, just turn it on.
Right, okay, Gary. I'm going to hand over the floor to you. Now, when you phoned me up earlier on, you said to me, Nick, it ain't all over. And I went, oh, Gary, shut up. I said, shut up. But then I'll let you talk, right? I'll let you talk, so I'm going to let you go again. Take us through it, Gary.
Right, okay. Well, obviously, the last week, things have changed a lot. Obviously, with the Tottenham result and our result. But what I was saying to you earlier, the way the fans are talking on social media, it's like we're already down. We're 1 point behind. There's still 9 points to play. So this is a scenario I think could happen. Obviously, we've got a tough game, Arsenal, on Sunday, yeah?
Yep.
So, now, obviously, we need to get... obviously, we could lose the game and still stay up. But obviously, if we got a point from the Arsenal game, and I'd see Thierry last night said he was worried about this game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Had a funny feeling. Now, Tottenham have got lead. Now, with Tottenham, let's get this straight. They haven't turned it into a brilliant team, sadly. Let's put it in perspective, right? They played Wolves, and they were crap.
Yeah.
And they won 1-0, and they were lucky to get 1-0. Bearing in mind, we beat Wolves 4-0. They played on Sunday, and I thought that was obscene. Obviously, Tottenham's performance was good. Their work rate was very high, but Villa were a disgrace. Now, listen, before going any further,
one second before you build on that, because do you know something? I did let Villa off on that one, and it was right what I said. It was right what I said. Yeah, it was not their responsibility, Gary.
No, that's right. You're right.
But do you know something? Aston Villa, Emery. You let everyone down that day, mate. You let the country down. You let Prince William down. You let fucking Thomas Shelby down. You let everyone down. That's what you did. Because you didn't lay a fucking glove on them. You let your own fans down. You let every Brummie down around. Everyone ate Spurs. Everyone around the country. You fucking did. You Spanish waiter-looking twat. You absolutely fucking did let everyone down. That was limp-dicked.
Right.
So, right, that's it. I'm going to let you go again. Sorry.
Right. And they owe us nothing. And if it's the other way around, West Ham in the semi-final, like you just said, Nick, what I've got a problem with, you make 7 changes, and then 7 changes of players that didn't give any effort up. I tell you what, I would say that is the worst performance I've seen from a Premier League side I can ever remember. It was. I couldn't believe what I was watching, Nick.
It was bad, but
the integrity of the Premier League has been put in doubt with this. You know that?
Yeah, no, 100%. But go on, mate.
Because
crack on.
If the other way around, Nick, if West Ham were playing Villa on Sunday and they play that against us, the Tottenham fans will be screaming the roof down.
Yeah.
Screaming the roof down. They've got very lucky with the fixtures as they've come out.
But it's not over yet. Get back on the horse, Gal.
No.
Get back on the horse. Come on.
So, right, the thing is, right, if say Tottenham's were with Leeds, now Leeds will turn up, and Leeds away form has been very good lately. But I think that could be a draw, and if we're still a point behind with 2 games left. Then they go to Chelsea. Now, Tottenham and Chelsea hate Tottenham.
Yep.
They hate them. Right? The Battle of the Bridge and all that. They haven't won there for about 20, 30 years, right? And Chelsea fans have said, they did a thing. They said they'd rather lose the FA Cup final and send Tottenham down. So what happened with Villa is not going to happen again, because Chelsea will be, no matter how shit Chelsea have been, they will raise.
Do you remember that season where Chelsea had fuck all to play for, nothing? They were shit all year, and then they played Spurs, who needed the win to, I think, win the league or whatever it was. Oh my God, the fucking performance that Chelsea put in was ridiculous.
This is what I'm saying, Nick.
It was mad.
This is what I'm saying. So that's their argument. Now, you got on any Tottenham channel.
Yeah.
And as Kingsley knows in Australia, I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kieran. But I think Chelsea would beat them. Now, Tottenham fans are not expecting anything from that game. They've said it. I've heard them all saying it. They never, ever get anything at Chelsea. Right? Now, that means, of course, we're level points. No, we're still a point behind as we go into this game.
Yep.
But if they lose to Chelsea, we've then got to go win at Newcastle. That I accept. The draw's no good because we'll be on level point in the last game, and unless Tottenham draw or lose, we've got to win, and otherwise it's goal difference going to send us down. So we've got to go to Newcastle and win. If we do that, we're 2 points above them, and it's in our hands again.
Yeah.
So as much as the game on Sunday is a tough game, you know what West Ham are like. It's any fan that watched West Ham for years will know the Brentford performance, which again, on another day we could have got 3 or 4 goals easily there, but we didn't. So and again, it's a bogey team. It's a bogey ground. We haven't won this since 1953 in the Premier League, apparently, in the league. But I think the Chelsea game, we've just got to go to Arsenal and put in a performance on Sunday. It's going to be hostile over there. And I think we could get something from this game. I really do. I think but it all depends, of course, on Tottenham. Now, obviously, if Tottenham go and win against Leeds, then we're going to be even further behind. So there's an element of wait and see sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Nick. I listened to you the other night.
Yeah.
And you're right about one. Well, you're right about a lot of things. I agree with 99% of what you said. The Crystal Palace game, when we got that point, it was it a good point? And I said that.
Oh, you're breaking up, Gal. You're breaking up.
We might. Yeah, we might have, if we've gone and beaten Brentford, that could have been a good point at Palace, but it's not a good point now. And I agree with you. With Nuno, I'm torn with him because part of me is frustrated with the guy. He's thrown away a lot of points when he's been too defensive this season. I agree with you.
Well, the thing is, look, listen. The frustrating thing is with him is that we've dropped 21 points from winning positions, and even if we'd just dropped half of that, we'd be safe now.
Not even that, even 6 points. Even.
No, I know.
Yeah. I mean, so I think, I think everyone's like, I think what a lot of West Ham fans are doing, I don't know, it's a bit of reverse psychology here. They're almost giving up now. I think, oh, fuck, 3 games to go. But you're not Tottenham light. And also, Tottenham have not won a home game. Don't forget, these 2 performances have been away from home. I know. At home, if we get something from Arsenal on Sunday,
look. This is why it's important. We have to. I know you're saying we don't have to, but for me, we have to beat Arsenal, and we can beat them because if we beat them, then we straight away put that pressure back on Tottenham again. Straight away.
Oh, of course. God, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah. So we have to. And do you know what? We can. Like I said earlier on, 2 of the last 3 seasons, I've been away to Arsenal and we beat them. We can beat them. We can.
Yeah.
Everton almost beat Man City. Everton almost beat Man City yesterday.
And don't forget, a couple of years ago, we also drew with them 2-2, and we've stopped them winning the league several times. We've done this. We've done it in Man City this year. We stopped them winning the game. We can do it. Now, obviously, this whole conversation, really, next Monday, we will know where we are because we both play.
Yeah.
And obviously, if Tottenham don't win that game, and I don't think Tottenham will beat Leeds, everyone seems to think Tottenham are going to turn up and just Leeds are going to roll over. They're not. So I think, like I say, we've got to get something from Arsenal if we can. A draw is possibly going to be good enough, depending on what Leeds do. But then we're probably going to have to go and win at Newcastle.
Yeah, but it's one game at a time. I'll tell you what, it's one game at a time. The reason I want us to beat Arsenal is because if we beat Arsenal, then we're we're guaranteed for it to go to the last day. But virtually guaranteed. Then it will stretch to the last day. Over
there on Sunday. The fans are going to be up for it. Declan Rice thing. All this. They're going to the Premier League. The whole thing, you just know it's going to be an hostile atmosphere.
I'll tell you what I'm worried about, mate. There's going to be a lot of Arsenal in the home ends over there. So, heaven forbid if they do go a goal or 2 goals up. I wouldn't want to be an Arsenal fan. I'll be honest.
No. But, it's the whole thing is going to be like a big stew of emotions on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, I want to talk to you about quickly about the team. Now, I think we've got to make changes here, right? So just very quickly run it by you. Ariola for Manson, I agree with you 100%.
Yep.
You don't touch the centre backs, obviously.
Nope.
I would wonder whether Wan-Bissaka should come in for Juve for this game, but play him left back because he's a good man marker, and you've got Saka over that side.
Juve has proven he can't defend. He needs to come out.
Yeah. Also, I think up front we've got 2 options. You either go 4-3-3.
Yeah.
And what you could do, Nick, I don't know if you agree with this. If you've got Sussex and Fernandes in there, put Jimmy as a number 10 in the midfield, and then bringing Traore one side, Bowen the other.
That's a good
shout.
And
then Wilson or Chatty.
That's a good shout.
Up front. Or the other option, Nick, is bringing Kante, who's got the legs, and I like Kante. Put Kante in the free midfield, and then play Bowen either side with Traore and Somerville, and play Bowen on their shoulder, because the 2 centre-halves they've got, you're not going to beat them in a physical battle. You haven't got Antonio up there anymore. So maybe put Bowen on their shoulder.
Yeah.
And try getting behind them. But I don't think he can't play Pablo again. I mean, I'm sorry. The guy, he might run about, but he's not up to it. I'm not saying he might come good next season, but at the moment, from what I've seen, Nick, and same as you, he can't go with a 4-4-2 again.
If it goes to the final day, Gal, because I want to sort of open the phone lines and give a few other people a chance to phone in. If it goes to the final day, do you fancy David Moyes to, let's say we need them to lose and for us to win? Do you fancy David Moyes to do Tottenham?
Well, Everton's way from is they're very good. I think they will. I think at least get a draw at Tottenham, at least.
Yeah.
See, I think these 2 home games, I think there's a Leeds fan on there. Leeds have been really good. You see them at Man United the other week.
They are good. I've been saying that all season.
Yeah, they're very robust. And they're very resilient. And to be honest, I think it's Tottenham. I mean, listen, I just think Tottenham have got very, 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 very fortunate how the pictures have come out. And what Villa did the other night, like I said, we both agreed they don't owe us nothing. Yeah. But that performance was obscene. It was disgusting.
Yeah. One second, Mikey. Gary said play Jimmy in the middle and put Traore on the left. That's what he said, not right wing. What I'm trying to say, I like to get a team where you can get Traore, Bowen, and look. No, I'll tell you what I want to see. This is what I want to see. I don't really care what combination of players that we put on there. There needs to be energy, right? Now, this isn't manhunting anyone. This is a type of team that I would go 4-3-3. Right, so I'd go 4-3-3. I would play Wan-Bissaka and I'd stick him on Saka and say, do not let that fucker past you, because he can do that job. He's brilliant at one-on-one. Stick him on Saka. That's what I'd do. I'd obviously stick with Kyle Walker-Peters at right back. Leave the defence as it is. Areola in goal, obviously. Then from that point on, I would just go for energy in midfield. I really would. I probably would go for Fernandes, Magassa, and Kante in central midfield. I would. I would for this one because I want energy. I just want, because what I don't want us playing the way that Arsenal are going to expect us to play. Souček can play a part. You bring him on later on, when we either need a goal or we need to defend it. But to start off with, all I'd do is I'd play Magassa in front. I'd get him to fucking shield. He's got energy. He is a defensive midfielder. It frees Fernandes up. Then you've got the marauding fucking Kante. And do you know what I'd do with Kante? Because he's big enough and physical enough, I would say to him, don't get booked, but bully Rice. You're big enough. Fucking ghost him. Wherever he goes, just ruin his game. Just disrupt his... Because a lot of what Arsenal do, it stems from Rice. You would think he's like a number 10 for them, but he ain't. But what I'm saying is that a lot of it comes from them. And then going forward... But that's my free... Hang on, Gal. Hang on. So that's me free.
Mate, carry on.
Then what I would do, right? I would play Jimmy on the left wing. I would play Bowen on the right wing. And I'm going to curveball it. I don't know what he would be like. But Wilson can't play up front on his own. He can't. Tati or fucking Pablo can't play up front on their own. I'm going to play the fucking tank up front. 3 rapid fucking players. And we're just going to... Do you know what? Just play... absolute carnage, chaos football. Give them no breathing space, none, no respect. Tear into them. Don't do what they're going to be expecting, which is sitting back, low block, playing on the counter. No. Fucking get into them.
With you.
Get stuck into them.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Curveball in.
Curveball, yeah.
And I think if you've got Kante in there, Nick, you've got Kante in there, you've got Somerville, you've got Bowen, you've got Traore, you've got legs, you can get around the pitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he can't play. He's got to put the 3 in the middle there. We cannot play 4-4-2. You can't. You just can't do it with Arsenal. You've got to get at them. And also, they've only got the one. They only play one up front, so the centre backs should be comfortable there. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the options you got. You can muck it about of it a little bit. Personally, I don't think he will drop Souček, but we're saying.
I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what I would like.
I know.
And listen.
I know you are.
And what I'm saying now is, I'm going to trust even David Moyes when he needed to. He'd throw everything at a game, and he would, and we'd get the win. So even David Moyes, who was defensive minded, when he needed to, we'd attack. I think Nuno. I don't believe that this is by design. I don't believe that Nuno wants to get relegated. I just think he's a bit shit. That's my honest opinion. I think in this game, I do think it's going to be shackles off, and it's going to be more on the players that he puts on the pitch. Not really much of a fucking game plan, apart from win your individual battles, go out there and have a fucking fight. And that is what I think that we need to do. That's how we're going to win. That's how we're going to beat them. And they won't like it. They don't like it, Upham. They're all fucking crybabies. Let's get stuck into them. They've had one brilliant performance all year, which unfortunately was that last game against Fulham. But listen, I'm telling you, we can do them. We can.
This is it, Nick. It's what I want to hear, mate.
We can do it. You've motivated me, Gal. You have.
Good.
You have.
Listen, what was I going to say to you? With the midfield,
yes.
I would love to see Canty, Somerville and Fernandes as a three, but I don't think he will, but that'll be great. But get Canty in that middle, because when I've seen him come on, he's really impressed me, that bloke. I think he's been far more impressive than Potts or Magassa this season.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, you could play Bowen down the middle. I know he's better on the right.
One second, Gal. I'm going to make a statement here, right? Mark Foster.
Go on.
Everton fan here. I hope you ain't relying on us doing Spurs on the last day. We rarely do well at Spurs. Listen, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I don't like David Moyes, right? I don't. If on the final day, David Moyes beats Tottenham and we win, and it comes to that last day, I'm telling you now, I'm going to commit to it now. If David Moyes does that, I'm going to get a David Moyes tattoo. That's what I'm going to fucking do. I can't stand him. But if he does that on the final day, I will get a David Moyes fucking tattoo if he does that. I will. And then I'll be in favour of building him a fucking statue. I will. If it comes down to the final fucking day and he does that, beats them at their place, when we need him to win, yes.
And wouldn't that be ironic, Nick? Wouldn't that be ironic if that happened?
It will.
Can you imagine it?
I'll be regretting making that fucking promise. But yeah, it would be ironic, yes.
So anyway, everyone in the chat, I know everyone's a bit low after last week. I feel a bit cheated by it all with the Villa performance, to be honest with you. But Jamie Howe, I was trying to justify it a bit, give Spurs some credit. But if it was the other way around, mate, they'd be screaming the house down. And that's being honest, they would. Because, but like I say, I just think we've got to just get the formation right. He's got to drop Pablo, drop the Manson.
Yep.
The changes we've made, I think most fans in the chat will be saying that they'll be agreeing with us as well, because I think those three changes have got to happen, and we've got to get some power and legs in midfield, and we've got to go for them, have a go at them. Because they're under a lot of pressure, Arsenal.
Listen, what's sickened me most about this is watching the way that Leeds have gone at it, Forest have gone at it, and now Tottenham. We can't go down like this. If we're going to go out on our own terms, go out swinging. Yeah. That's what we've got to do now. Three games, fucking go for it. So, do you know what? Yeah. It might work in our favour going into the last three games. I was always worried about Nuno's arse clinching up when we got out of the bottom three and him trying to protect what he's got. Yeah,
now we're chasing again.
Now we're chasing again. Maybe it will help for the last three games. Maybe it will.
What's the saying, Nick? Better be the hunter than the hunted.
Yes. Something like that.
And you could be right there, You might actually think, he could be actually... And fucking Paco wants to get on his case as well and have a fucking, get his influence in there.
Yes.
But, so, like I say, Sunday...
Don't clip that up. No. I'll never say.
And our cousins we've got also our cousins in Leeds and our cousins in Merseyside, Everton. They want it as well. Let's make it happen.
Mate, I agree. Gary, well, like I said, do you know what? I do want to thank you for the phone call earlier on, and I want to thank you now because, do you know something? I've been in a bit of a better mood anyway today. I was, I had a nice evening last night because I'd done the show early, but I'm sure you could see I was not in a fucking good place on that call, and I was worse the day before. That is how West Ham does affect me, unfortunately. I am full of frustrations. Those frustrations are all still there, but I'm going to shelve them because it ain't any good for me to be dealing with that at the moment. I can't deal with it now. I can't. I've already said what I needed to say. We've still got a glimmer of fucking hope. There is a glimmer.
There's 9 points on the table. We're 1 point behind.
There's a glimmer of hope, so we've got to fucking do it. And this would be the ultimate fucking great escape because this ain't no joke, this relegation battle. Leeds, Forest, Spurs are just coming into fucking form. This would be no joke. Having to beat Arsenal, fucking their title challenge, giving it back to Man City after they've just choked against Everton. And do you know what? I'm going to say it's even gone beyond that now, really, with the Spurs thing. It has. Because you know something? When all's said and done, and this is true, and I'm going to say this now, would I laugh if we relegated Spurs? Yes, I would. But do I want Spurs out of not in the same league as me? Not really. So I would find it funny if we relegated Spurs. But look, we all look forward to those fucking derbies. They're games that we look forward to. They are. Football is all about tribalism. It's all about the fucking games that you play against. So if I'm being honest, Yes, I'd find it hilarious if we relegated Tottenham, but would I miss playing them? Yeah, I would. I would miss it. So it's not about that now. It is about survival. And if we do it, we do it. Do you know what? If it goes wrong, I'm going to embrace that as well. If it goes wrong, I'm going to embrace fucking relegation and I'm going to embrace the championship. I am. I'm going to have a lot to fucking say before I get there, but I will embrace it. The championship will be a new adventure if that happens, but it might not. We ain't gone yet.
No, we ain't. This is what I'm saying to you. We ain't.
Yeah.
Over 1 week, because of like fucking that Emery, that Spanish fuckface. He's what he's done without. I mean, obviously, maybe his score's not as good as he thinks it is. Because what I saw out there on Sunday, I sat there Sunday night. And I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe how poor they were.
He did.
I just couldn't
He let
believe
everyone
it.
down. He let the whole country down, Emery. He did.
Well, the Premier League's always been based upon about honesty, and that wasn't honesty on Sunday.
No.
And like I say, Tottenham took advantage of it, but they got very fortunate there. You think of Villa, where we played them a couple of weeks ago, if that had been in that Villa team, they would have wiped the floor with Tottenham.
Mate, I personally think it was tactical. I think that he's scared of Nottingham Forest, and I think that what he did was he threw that game, and I do think he threw it. Because I think he wanted to force Pereira into fielding a full strength team against Chelsea last night. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And Pereira didn't do it. He rotated 8 players and they still won. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, talking about the little team selection we've been chatting about, it's got me a bit fired up, really, because I would love to see Jimmy in that number 10 role with Kanté and Fernandes. Real young legs, obviously. I would love to see that. But I want to see. You know what? I don't get with Traore. He was brilliant against Leeds.
I just want.
And then he didn't get looking for. He didn't get looking after.
I just want energy. I just want energy. Look, at the end of the day, you can't have fucking. Forest have got Chris Wood. We've got Deadwood up front in Pablo. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be having that type of scenario. You just can't. I'm sorry. Moving forwards, you've got to put in the right players. He's got to swallow his pride. If he doesn't want a relegation on his CV, put Areola back in that fucking back in goal.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around. Put the strongest team on that pitch, because there are players. There are players that we've seen over the last 3 games. It's obvious who need to be dropped. Obvious.
Yeah, Nick, that first goal they scored, Brentford. I mean, that was a soft goal. Areola would never let that in. Never.
Yeah. And my selection isn't me digging Souček out either, because I think even in that game, Souček can play a pivotal part, because later on in the game, if you're a goal, 2 goals up, all of a sudden you need to start fucking defending from their stupid corners that they put in, and you want to fret. You bring him on. You bring him on then. So he can play a pivotal part. But it's got to be a squad game.
Yeah.
It's got to be horses for courses. You can't be one size fits all. You can't play the same team against fucking Everton and Palace as what you're playing against Arsenal. You can't do that. It's madness.
I'll tell you another thing. Goals win games, right?
Yeah.
And Wilson's got to play. I don't want to see Wilson come on the 85th minute.
No.
You've got 3 goals. You've got to start. The guy's an actual goals. You think about that goal at Tottenham, that goal against Everton, would have been gone.
I mean, the biggest joke is he would struggle on his own, right? He would struggle on his own. Yeah. But as we've been playing 2 strikers anyway, how he has not been one of those 2 strikers is fucking mad. It is madness, absolute madness. But look, it is what it is. Gary, it's been lovely talking to you, mate. Thank you very much.
Yep. Good luck, Nick. Come on, you ones.
Go, yes. Are you feeling more motivated yet, people? Like I said, you might call it delusional. It is. Look, it is. It is delusional at the minute. If you look at it, odds on at the moment, we know what's likely to happen on Saturday. We do. But there is a fucking slim chance. Maybe there's a 90% chance it will go the way that you expect it to. But there is that 10% chance. And if we do fucking win, the pressure gets whacked, bang, straight back on fucking Spurs again. Because that is literally the best team in the country that we've got to go and beat. And we can beat them. We've done it before. We can do it. Right, I'm going to see if I can get hold of my old mate, John. He didn't say he was going to take the call, but let's see if he does anyway.
Hello?
John?
Yeah, hello?
It's me.
Who's that?
It's Nick.
Hello, Nick, you alright?
Yeah, no, but, mate, what's happened to you? You all right?
Mate, I've got a new phone and none of my contacts have carried over, so they just come up with a number, so I never know who it is.
John, I need you to get back into. I need you to get back into the mode that you was in earlier on, and talk to us about beating Arsenal.
What are you on? Are you doing a show?
We're live.
Now?
We're live. We're live now. You're on air.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't aware, but yeah. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
So look. To set the scene, earlier on, I dropped a little message in the chat to say that I've spoken to Gary. Gary's all still positive, and that woke you up, didn't it? It woke you up, got you a little bit excited.
It invigorated me. It relightened, it refueled and relightened, and you know, got me thinking. What if the stars have aligned?
Exactly.
Now, obviously, obviously, look, we got thumped 3-0 against Brentford, and then Spurs went out and won.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal won, and then Man City lost. So, two of the worst case scenarios for me sort of materialised over the space of the weekend. I'm sure for most, right?
Yeah.
Spurs bang on relegation, looked further, you know, couldn't look any further away, and Arsenal tripping up and finishing second again was a distant memory.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
But your little bit of positivity from Watford, started making me think, right? As you all know, strangely, I have more hatred for Arsenal than Tottenham. I still hate fucking Tottenham, but I fucking detest Arsenal, right? And that's because I've got over 30 cousins who are all Arsenal fans. So what if God, now I'm an atheist, but I'm going to use God as an example, right?
Yep.
What if God's looking down on me and he's saying, John Robert Osborne, you're a knight of the road, you get people around town, you're a pleasure, customers love you, I'm going to give you something back. He's took away all hope I had of those two things happening, but he's going to give it back to me at the weekend. I'm telling you,
it would be, mate. It would be the best fucking feeling ever, wouldn't it? It would be.
Because what if the story hasn't ended? What if we are that last fucking piece of the jigsaw?
Yeah.
What if we, against all odds, we go out and beat the mighty Arsenal on the back of them losing tonight and getting players taken out, and you know they're coming into Sunday against us with injuries, and they've been knocked out of the Champions League semi-final to Atletico, and we turn up. You know, they roll up at the Theatre of Dreams of the South, you know, the Londinium Stadium on their fucking plush coach. They're walking in, giving it Billy Big Bollocks. They've all got their Louis Vuitton wash bags. And our players are expected to walk into that stadium destitute on their fucking knees. But unbeknown to all of us, because even the West Ham media department haven't had a camera all week, unbeknown to all of us, Nuno Espirito Santo has managed to rally the fucking troops. He's got them all on side.
He's got fucking fired up, Johnny. They're fired up.
They walk into that stadium. They are Billy Big Bollocks. They are fucking doing windmills and fucking helicopters bigger than you've ever fucking seen, right? And we go out there and we fucking beat fucking Arsenal. Man City win. They're back within 2 points with that game in hand. And fucking hell, on the Monday night, fucking the German Leeds manager, he gets fucking Tottenham and he fucking takes them up to fucking bollocks. And he fucking beats the Spurs at the fucking stadium with the best fucking cheese room in the world. And it's all back to fucking square one. And he's back in our fucking hands. He's back in our fucking hands. What if the story hasn't ended yet? What if we think the big bad wolf of the story that we've taken over the weekend with the fucking batterings, what if the story remains untold?
Fucking right.
And what if that comes out on the weekend? What if that story unveils and unravels at the weekend? We'll all be fucking celebrating.
You are giving me goosebumps, John. Giving me goosebumps.
That's what we got to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We got to win the Windsor Games. Yeah. I'm sure that fucking bloke's Arnie in disguise. Remember Arnie?
Yeah.
But what What if? Listen, I'm on my knees this weekend. I've been on my knees.
It's been bad,
right?
mate. It's been bad.
Right, but Gary from Watford, with his fucking pure, unadulterated, ridiculous fucking optimism, right, has made me think. You know what? What if? What if?
It could happen. It could fucking happen.
It could fucking happen. I'm telling you. We have got Arsenal's number. We've done them before, right?
Yep.
And I love Declan Rice, but I don't want him to win trophies whilst he's at Arsenal.
No.
So let's burst his fucking bubble as well, unfortunately. Sorry, Declan. And it's going to happen.
Do you know what? Do you know what football? Football is unpredictable. Football is poetic. Football can be amazing. Things like this happen in fucking football. That's why we all love the game.
Of course. Listen to me, right? We have had, give or take a couple of games, we've had a good run to get back into the fight. And obviously that coincides with Tottenham being shit until De Zerbi came along, right? So, you know, you could argue both ways. But we did have a good run. But we still couldn't get away from anybody. We were still in that zone up until last weekend, right? I'm telling you something now. We're going to have one final fucking hurrah. I'm telling you, there's one final hurrah. It's in my mind now. I know I'm talking bollocks. I know it's not going to happen. But I'm going to fucking keep saying it because I'm going to spread positivity around the world.
I was saying earlier on, right, if we want our team to be brave and to go out there and do the business, and we've got to fucking believe ourselves, haven't we? We have.
We've got fuck up to lose. We have nothing to lose on Sunday.
Nope.
We might, right, if we lose the game 4-0 or 1-0, it doesn't matter. And that's the truth. We're not going to fucking... But if we win that game, then that fucking De Zerbi, he could be called De Spursy, because they'll lose to fucking Leeds on Monday night, I'm telling you. If we beat Arsenal, it will shit up Spurs.
Farker will definitely be serving a large portion of his German sausage to De Zerbi.
No,
He will.
No, but listen, he ain't going to rest on his laurels, mate.
Not so. Not so.
We know those Germans are efficient. They are known for efficiency.
Technique. They are.
He ain't gonna let them players be on the beach, is he?
No.
He's gonna say to them, was ist das? Du kommst rein, schlafst ihm und danke schön weiter, Freunde. Yeah? That's what he's gonna say to them.
Do you reckon he's got a different voice in the changing room? Do you reckon it is really aggressive in the changing room, and he's just got like this really kind of like a public facing, very, very gentle voice, but in the fucking changing room?
A bit like, I mean, Joe Pasquale's probably a fucking wife beater, listen, end of the day, ultimately, mate, we're going out first, right?
Yep.
City are on their knees. We're going to give City a lift. We're going to give our players a lift. We're going to give our supporters a lift. That puts the pressure on Spurs. They don't like playing at home in that fucking shitty fucking cheese room stadium. Don't care how good our stadium's shit, but the difference is our stadium ain't ours anyway. So who gives a fucking
Exactly.
Fuck? If I'm living rent free in a shit old house in London, I don't care. Fuck it, send me one. So yeah, it's a shit hole. I don't care. I fucking mind. I didn't fucking buy it. I didn't fucking buy it, did I?
And we got rebated rent. It's nice and cheap.
Rebated rent. And I'll tell you one other scenario. I'm going to give you this. Watch this space, right? Let me tell you what else is going to happen. You know who's going to score the winner?
Pablo.
Nuno's best mate's son, Pablo. Yeah?
Pablo, the
Nuno's
beard.
Best mate's son.
The beard.
Pablo,
he's going to score with his beard. That's what he's going to score with.
He's going to score a goal, and then his value is going to rocket from 24 million to 120 million. Because let's be honest, his fucking other value was 250,000, and we paid 24 million for him. A year later,
well,
he scored 4 goals. When he scored 4 goals from a team that sounds like a woman who works down the long track. Fucking Jill Venti. What the fuck's she got to do with it? He's paying for a Portuguese laundromat worker.
That's what he's doing.
And he gets by him for £24 million a year later. And if I hear anyone tell me he's a good player, fucking hell, mate. If I don't know football, I may not be qualified, but I'm telling you now, he does not look like a footballer, move like a footballer, nothing like a fucking footballer. And I tell you what, I noticed. I don't know if I didn't watch your video the other day. You might have mentioned it, right? Yes, he did get brought down, and yes, it was a penalty.
It was a control.
Fucking
The control.
control. He kicked it 20 yards up in the air. Trying to bring it down.
That's why the geezer slipped. He was like, "What the fuck?" And he fucking slipped and come into him.
What was he trying to control it in? A pair of fucking flippers? What was he wearing? That fucking Portuguese Jill, that Portuguese Jill, she must have fucking changed her own boots.
Mate.
We're all gonna fucking do it. And listen, I'm fucking clutching at straws, I know I am, but you know what? What fucking if? What's the story?
Well, listen, Daniel DeCosta, I'm fully in favour of this. He said Johnny's doing the team talk after that. There you go.
Yes, I am.
Mate,
not at the moment.
No.
I'm currently sat on the Liverpool Street rank, and everyone's looking at me like I'm nuts. Right. Let's be honest. I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
What, you got to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and rattle through some calls, mate. That was fantastic. You're a top man.
Yeah. Listen, the women out there that miss me.
The women.
The only reason I stopped doing YouTube a lot is because I was having death threats from husbands. Right. So I'm going to come back. If we go in the championship, I'll make a deal with you. I'll come back on because Nick's giving up, and I'll come back on.
There you go. You didn't hear my promise before you go. I made it live on air as well. I've said if this runs until the final day, you know how much I love David Moyes. If it runs until the final day and we need Moyes to beat Spurs and then we do the business and basically Moyes keeps us up, I will get a Moyes tattoo. I will. If at that point he wins, I'll do it. I'll do it on my arse. But I'll get a Moyes tattoo.
That's a big Moyes. That's one big fucking Moyes. That is.
I know.
Jesus.
Right.
All right. Well, thanks for calling and much love, everybody. That is going to happen. If it don't happen, anyone who sees me in London, you get a free journey wherever you want to go. If that don't happen on Sunday, you get a free journey. Yeah.
I'll tell you where to find him.
Yeah, right. They won't fucking find me. Sit off these stairs.
All right,
probably had the thick ones and tell me Pablo's good. Fucking lemons. Oh yeah, up the Gonzo. No knows to say. See ya.
It's mate. It's Oh dear. There you go. Yeah, I can see Arsenal. Look, it's half time. There was 1-0 up in the last game as well. It ain't over till it's over. Right? I believe in Diego Simeone. Right, let's give. I'll tell you what. Let's give old Al a call. Let's see if Alan's available. Then I'll phone Phil. Hang on. Is he available? Is he available? He's not at the moment. Somebody put in the chat earlier on, right? They said, I'm genuinely bipolar and this takes a piss. I get what you mean, and I understand it when it comes to West Ham. But I think with me, the reason that I do go like this is because I get pulled right down. So with West Ham, it really gets to me. It pulls me down, and then what I do is I catch myself, and I do try and drive myself forward, which is why I'm up and down, because I have to force myself back into a good mood, and it works. Then I'm in a good mood again. I get myself out of it, but that's why I'm up and down. I can't allow myself to stay at that fucking level. It drags me down there. But can you imagine? Can you imagine if I stayed there the whole time? Not good. Not good. I was not in a good place yesterday. What West Ham do to me? Hang on. Right, let's give. Where are you? Let's give Phil a call. Let's give old Phil a call.
Hello.
Hello, is that Philip?
It is, yeah. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Well, how is this? Has this show taken you a little bit by surprise this evening?
Yeah, a little bit, I suppose. I've actually always thought we would beat Arsenal. I know it's fucking mad, but it's the sort of thing we do, isn't it?
It is.
It's
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
But the thing, imagine if we did though, because it does seem so unlikely at the moment. It really does. After what's happened this weekend, with every result going against us, and us being, what happened with us, you feel like it's done and it's dusted, but it ain't. It's not. We're only 1 point behind them, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. It's just sort of. I said, well, I'll repeat myself. It's the sort of stupid thing that we would do. It's the most ridiculous thing to think about but as well as I do, we've done it before. Didn't we? Is it 2 years on the trot we've buggered them up now?
I don't know whether I think I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll see if I can get 2 tickets for the game. Because the last 2 times I've been to watch West Ham Arsenal was away and we won both times. So I will see. I'll break my sabbatical. If I can get 2 tickets, I will go. The last 2 times I've been to watch West Ham and Arsenal was at the Emirates and we won both fucking times. So I've had a good time against them. I'll break it. I'll break the sabbatical. I'll do it. I'll do it for the greater good.
I can't believe you called that. You're going to get a tattoo. You fucking idiot.
I will. If it gets to the last game, if we can make it to the last game, and David Moyes effectively say we need Tottenham to lose, and Everton does them at their place, and we win, and we stay up, mate. I'm sorry, that's worth a tattoo. I'll get that. I'll get that. On my arse.
I'll tell you what. Then, if you're going to do that, right?
Yeah.
And you're genuinely going to do it,
I will.
I know a mate of mine who's a tattoo artist. He happens to be in Gibraltar.
I don't want his face on me. I just his name. I'll do his. I can't have his face on me. I'll have his name tattooed on me.
I'm just saying,
like an old boyfriend.
He's in Gibraltar, and I'll fly. I'll go with you and fly you out there.
You just want to fucking see me in pain, don't you? You do.
Yeah, it's a good piss up, Gibraltar.
Yeah. Oh, mate. But look, I feel, I think we can do it. I think, like I said earlier on, I think, if you're talking about percentages, 90% chance they beat us, but there is that 10%, and football is not fucking, look, it don't always go as it's supposed to. Look at Leeds. They went away to Man United on a Monday night and beat them. They hadn't beat them there in like fucking 40 years. Funny things can happen. And that was when they had injuries as well.
I'll tell you a couple of things I think personally that goes for us, right?
Go on.
Is obviously they're starting to get really close now because they Man City drew last night, didn't they?
Yeah.
And now it's all back on their court. It's all they're leading. They're in the driver's seat, aren't they? They're in pole position. And when they seem to get in pole position, they get fucking really twitchy.
Yeah.
And I reckon, even though they wouldn't admit it, and because of the recent times, like the last 2 years, we've knocked them back. We have got, and the position we're in, because obviously they know we've got to go for it.
Yeah.
I reckon they're thinking this is the worst fucking team we possibly could be fucking playing at this particular time of the season.
Look for Arsenal. I think if you're Arsenal, you're gonna be thinking.
That's what I'm saying. If you're Arsenal,
you're gonna be thinking, fuck's sake, because
the last time Rice played against us, he was crap. When he got subbed, didn't he? In the end.
Yeah. He don't. Well, look, listen. We know Declan. We know where his heart is. You got to do the right thing, Dec. I know you want to win the league, but come on, you can't relegate us, son. You can't. You're going to be coming back here when you're about 40. So, do you know what I mean?
But yeah,
and I'll put that picture back up.
You just think to yourself, if anything, it's just, I don't know. I've got that bloody game again. I know everyone's been talking about that Villa game, but that was disgusting. That performance, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not going down this route.
No. I've done it tonight. Do you know what? I have played it down, and I meant it. It's not Villa's responsibility, but that was a piss take. That was bad.
It was.
That was bad. It was, and you know what? It does feel a little bit like it was by design, because Emery is one of the most animated managers. If his team ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, he's fucking bouncing up and down. He weren't moving. He just didn't look like he
And
gave a
the
fuck.
bit that got me is that, you know, the old talk shite, what's his name? Fucking
Simon Jordan, yeah, he got stuck
even
into
he
him.
said
got
this
stuck
it
into
was
him, yeah.
absolute. Yeah, and he said, if I was a West Ham, I'd be screaming at the television. There was no effort in that whatsoever.
No.
Was there?
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell. But anyway, we can't.
Oh look, we got a spud. We got a spud in there. Do you know what, son? We made this mistake a little while ago, just so you know. So I've left the chat open on purpose, so you can all come in and give it large, because we was doing this a few weeks ago. So you fucking shout your mouth off, mate, because it could come back and smack you in the arse, son. It could. It could. So you be careful. Don't go too soon. There's only 1 point in it.
They do. You got to love them, haven't you?
Well, no.
Well, I was being a little bit ironic.
Yeah.
I can't stand the fuckers. They do my head right in.
Do you know what? They ain't all the fucking same, because we have a couple that follow us on here, and look, they're few and far between, but there are some decent ones. But my exactly. My life experience has been literally cunts. That's it, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So Phil, you started the call with "We're going to beat Arsenal." Are we beating Arsenal, Phil?
I said it a long time ago, didn't I? I said,
fucking
I just have this. I've had that feeling last 2 or 3 months. I don't know if you remember what I talked to you about, and I just said it'd be ironic. I just got a feeling we're going to beat Arsenal. It's the sort of stupid thing we will end up doing. It's a typical West Ham thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
we get beat by bloody God knows some shithouse bloody whoever's.
Yeah.
And then we turn up to the champions or the champions elect, and we'll fuck them up.
Yeah. Well,
and there's nothing better, is there? There's nothing better.
Do you know what?
Have a proper London derby with a real passion, a bit of get in there.
Mate, do you know how nice it will be for the fans that are in the home end that's been infiltrated with loads of Arsenal fans that are in there as well? If we do them and there's Arsenal fans in the home end, it's going to be beautiful. It is. Well, it's either going to be a load of piss taking, or it's going to get aggressive in there. One of the two, but whatever. That's on them. That's on them. If they would have take the piss like that. It's a good
job they're not in Upton Park, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking would have, no. But yeah, you don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that in this country. Not at all. Not in football. Football's tribal, especially with London clubs. That's a piss take. But we shall see what happens. See how they get on. But anyway, Philip,
I won't actually see it Sunday because I'm away for the weekend, so I shall be in the car. Well, I can get it on the radio, but
get it on the mate. Yeah, it's going to be amazing, mate. I think it's going to be. Look, we're either going to be dead and buried, or we're going to be fucking brought back to life again. One of two things can happen there, you know?
Well, whatever happens, I just want a really good game. I want to get stuck into them. I really want to get really aggressive into them.
Yeah.
I think that Kante's a good call. Stick him on Rice.
Yeah.
He's a good thing about him. He's a big lad, isn't he? Just fucking tell him, just stay in his pocket and just kick him all over the fucking place.
Fucking right and all.
Yeah, you need a bit of aggression. This is the time now, isn't it? You're in the trenches. You ain't got you. It doesn't matter.
I don't give a fuck about yellow cards, red cards. You don't want too many, but just fucking, you've got to go and give everything.
And the crowd would love it, wouldn't they?
Give
you stick it on him. The crowd will go mad.
As long as you make it worth it. As long as if you're going to get sent off, you make it fucking worth it. Just it's fine. You know, a little bit like It's funny, really, wasn't it? I think the best thing that Kudus done for us in the end was when he started punching Spurs players, wasn't it? Do you remember that? He started swinging punches at him, and then they bought him, and he was shit for them.
I wonder how his heart is.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No.
Anyway, Nick, I'll leave you to it, mate.
Oh, look! Hang on. Whoa! Canning San Len has just said, we play on May the 10th, right? We can beat anyone on May the 10th because do you know what happened on May the 10th? That was the last game at Upton Park. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the last game at Upton Park. That was. Now, we all remember that one, didn't we? We all fucking remember that one. So anything can happen.
Well, bloody hell, yeah. Well, anything can happen.
Yeah,
I've got one of his paintings. I'm looking at it now above my shoulder.
Yeah.
I've got the old
Mate, how good are they?
Fucking,
They're brilliant, aren't they?
do you know what abstract means?
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. It is really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Excellent stuff.
It's brilliant. Right, Phil, lovely talking to you, mate.
Yeah, mate. And you, take it easy.
Take it easy, mate. See you later.
Bye.
Right. Let's see if anyone's at WhatsApps. See if anyone does want to phone in. 1 minute. Right, there's no one there at the moment. What I'll do is I carry on talking for another 5-10 minutes. If anyone does want to phone in, phone in. I'm not going to put my number up yet because it's still too raw. I don't want fucking loads of people. I don't want any trolls. End the show in the right way. There's loads of you that have got my number at the moment. Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling at the moment. I am. And it's how I want to feel for the remaining. Oh, look, fucking hell. We beat Arsenal in the cup on May the 10th too. Oh, fucking hell, Len. Whoa. This is the thing. These patterns, you get them in football. You do. You really do. 10th of May. Oh, fucking hell. Year I was born. You know? Year I was born. I know I don't look that old. But fucking look like I was born in 1950, didn't I? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't... I'm looking forward to it now. I really am. We've got 3 games left, and we're playing the champions-elect. We're 1 point behind Tottenham now. It all looks like it's doom and gloom, and it is. It has been this weekend. It's been terrible. It couldn't have gone any worse. It couldn't have. But this is where we see the character in our team. This is where we see what they're made of. This is where we see what Nuno's fucking made of as well now. You know, this is where he's got to basically trust that team, trust them to go out there and win that game. Nuno Ball ain't beating Arsenal. Those 11 players that he puts on that pitch are going to beat him. He's got to put them on there with freedom and trust them to go out there and win their individual battles and fucking take Arsenal on properly. Take them on. That's what we've got to do. You know, Saka scored tonight. I'm not being funny. I know Wan-Bissaka ain't been great lately, but the one thing that Wan-Bissaka is probably the best in the league at is one-on-ones. If you give him one job and say, don't let that fucker go, no one gets past him. They don't. He's one of the best tacklers in the game. He will stick to fucking Saka. He really will. And I think he'll pocket him. So that's one problem taken care of. Like I said earlier on, energy in the middle. Declan Rice is pivotal to everything that they do. They build from deep. He's always the one that receives a ball from the centre-backs, drives it up the field, and he's always there as a spare man. You don't leave him free in the middle. You fucking get someone like Kante to just be all over him like a rash. You know, just be up his arse. Just pressure their fucking big players, disrupt their play. That's what we've got to do. Play dirty, be aggressive, kick the fuckers. That's, you know, we've got 3 games left. If we're going to go out, let's go out with a bang. That's what I say. But look, I don't think you're going to phone in now. So I'm going to leave it on that note. It's been an hour. I hope you enjoyed the show. There's been a super chat as well. There was a super chat last night as well that I didn't see come through because I was ranting. So thank you very, very much to that person. You asked about whether it was true about Nuno staying if we get relegated. Well, you heard my thoughts on that. But cheers for the $5, mate. And Mitchell, thanks very much for the $2. Very kind of you. Yeah, look, different spin. Let's try and fucking. It's not going to do us any good. Wallowing in self-pity. Look at the state that I was in yesterday. It's no good for anyone. If it happens and we go down and we get relegated, we get fucking relegated, don't we? It's as simple as that. You know, we deal with that. It's something different next year. We'll fucking, you know, I'll embrace it if we go down. I will. I don't want to go down, but if we go down, we'll deal with it. We've been there before. Fuck it. Who cares? But before that happens, we've got a chance to cause a massive upset. And you know what? Make history, because this would be the ultimate great escape if we done it. Well, I'm going to let you go. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. There isn't a love heart in the chat. You have to come out and do that. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I hope it's lifted your spirits, because it's lifted mine. I needed this today. And yeah, I know it's fucking mental. I'll go from one to the other. I know. I'm not boring though, am I? Speak to you soon. Come on, you irons. Love you all. Come on, you irons.